colleges, universities, churches, and even YMCAs. But then our reach extends into the community shared with our nonprofit clients as we begin aligning corporate sponsors with causes they care about and leave behind.
Well, that sounds great. Is there any particular specialties to windfall funding as compared to, any other like companies?
Well, while Windfall assists with general fundraising and a streamlined product-based sales with some custom apps, our niche really lies within our patent pending program that's called our 33 by 3. And that allows corporate sponsors to support those local, regional, and national initiatives at levels they never realized possible without negatively impacting their operating budget.
Well, that's awesome. So you're doing fundraising and saving money at the same time.
Yep, absolutely. It's very, very unique. And as I mentioned, it's patent pending right now.
So what geographical boundaries would you have, if any?
Well, we have hundreds of clients in the Ohio Valley and the surrounding areas. We can assist both nonprofits and their sponsors in all 50 states.
Well, that's excellent because our broadcast goes as far as the internet. So who's ever listening can take advantage of windfall funding. Now, how do they get a start? What do they have to do?
Well, if you're a nonprofit looking to raise money for an upcoming campaign or your efforts for fundraising for a large capital campaign installed, we can help. The easiest way is to visit our website, www.windfallfunding.org, and click on the Get Started tab. And one of our team members will reach out to you right away, learn more about your initiative, and
be who you want to be at EGCC. Be who you want to be.
Be who you want
at
to be.
EGCC.
EGCC.
Be who you want to be.
Be who you want
at
to be.
EGCC.
EGCC. EGCC.
Soda pop, water, Gatorade, and some sunflower seeds.
Be who you want to be.
Be who you want
at
to be.
EGCC.
EGCC.
Choice Auto Sales, financing your future, not your past. If you want out of the buy here, pay here rut, let Choice Auto Sales help you reestablish your credit. Call 740-314-5796. That's Choice Auto Sales, 740-314-5796. Call today.
This is Ohio Valley Sports Online, your connection to Ohio Valley sports. Listen anywhere in the world from any connected device, smartphone, tablets, iPads, and computers. Ohio Valley Sports Online brings you live game action from the guys with over 50 years in radio sports broadcasting. If you missed the game, no problem. You can listen later if you visit our Facebook page and download our TuneIn radio app.
I gotta love the fall. Cooler air, golden leaves, birds singing. Unfortunately, the fall also brings uninvited guests like mice and other rodents. I got no love for them. Fortunately, my pest specialist, JC Pest Control, is such a welcome sight. They take care of all the uninvited guests of fall. You need to call JC Pest Control to rid the rodents.
Live from Muth Field in Mingo Junction, Ohio, Ohio Valley Sports Online presents high school baseball action today. The Division III district semifinal as Martin's Ferry takes on the Edison Wildcats. Starting about 5 minutes early, so we didn't get to go through our music and our sponsors. We'll get to them as we go. As the leadoff hitter for Martin's Ferry, Mason Goddard, the center fielder, steps in, and he hits a line drive down the third base line, gets over the bag, and it's a fair ball. Coming on for from left field is Watson. Takes a good while to get there, and making it in with a stand-up double was Mason Goddard.
Yeah, Goddard hit that one right down the third base line, and took a long time for Watson to get it back into second base.
Now batting
Easily
left fielder
into
number
second base.
23.
These two teams played each other twice. Ferry with their ace Dobson on the mound beat Edison earlier this year. Then Edison beat them both, I think, by the combined scores of 10-2. So Anthony Sinacropi on the mound for the Wildcats has the right-hander Dason Ories. The left fielder steps in, and the first pitch to him is popped up right side and out of play. Around the horn for the Wildcats, Watson in left, Schmitz in center, McBain in right. Kinney at third, Boyd at short, Higgs at second, Ash at first, Sinacropi and Gump are your battery.
I think we've seen Edison a couple times this year. It's the first time we've seen Sinacropi, I believe, this year.
Lefty from the stretch with the runner at second base, and Goddard and the pitch hit on sharply outside of third base coach. Got a hand on it, couldn't hold it.
Good play. Good try.
EC, error coach. Martin's Ferry checks in with a record of 14-2. They beat Tusky Valley 13-9. Wildcats check in with a record of 20-6. They beat Buckeye Local in several extra innings. And the next pitch, it's down low, 1-2.
Sinacropi slipped a little bit as he came off the mound.
It's a three-man umpiring crew. The only guy we know is Butch Mickemeyer down at third base. I don't know the home plate umpire or the first base umpire. Edison playing a game with a runner at second who gets a bigger lead. And the pitch down low in the dirt. Nice job by Gump to block it up.
A little breezy out there, as you can hear in our crowd mic. The wind's blowing left to right.
So you got your, what is that, a funnel of pop? Or
No, it's
funnel of
water. Yeah, it's just water.
Wow. And the 2-2. Outside corner, strike three. Look, man, that's a very animated strike three call. The only thing missing from that was a guy going, whoop, there it is. You ever see that on YouTube?
I just watched that, as a matter of fact.
Oh, my gosh. That's just the greatest. That guy should have added that onto his repertoire.
I was waiting for a moonwalk.
Yeah, right? Like Leslie Dobson. Leslie, what's the name? Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen, Naked Gun.
Yeah. 1 out runner at second. And the first pitch, that's in there for a strike. A little less animated on that one. As Jake Probst, the shortstop, steps in, number 21. Number 3 hitter for the Purple Riders. Drake Dobson, the pitcher, due up next. The field looks in fantastic condition. And the pitch, fisted, just got a piece of it.
It's like it hit the end of his bat.
Over toward the Indian Creek dugout. Except today it's the Martin's Ferry dugout. I think I called it that because like half the Indian Creek coaching staff's over here.
I think all of them are.
Taking over duties today. I just said duty. And the 0-2 pitch. Curveball right there, inside corner. And strike three called. Jake Probst wasn't happy with that one.
And another animated punch out.
Number
I'm hoping
10,
to see more of these this afternoon.
So the leadoff double so far has been stranded there as Dobson and Ories both called out on strike. So if Dobson doesn't think that he's going to get a generous strike zone, all he has to do is look at his second and third hitters who went down without lifting the bat off their shoulder.
Check the runner at second, but nothing doing.
Pitch is right there on the corner for a strike. And I mean, from here, we can't tell. It could be a generous quarter or corner, but maybe those guys just aren't. You can talk, Chase.
No, he can't. We can't hear him.
From the stretch, Sinacropi in the 0-1. Fastball sails up and away.
Got away a little bit.
The guy down at second base, Goddard, is getting a pretty good jump off the bag once the pitch is being delivered. So Kenny might want to keep an eye on him down there. But with 2 outs, I mean, I would try, maybe, who knows? Maybe make something happen. Your other 2 guys are struck out in front of you. That one stays high and away.
We talked about it in earlier broadcasts, how, guys leading off second base, you see he's kind of taking a straight line off of second base. Most guys kind of go back a little bit, and then they kind of walk into that lead, and they can get a bigger lead, where he's just kind of getting his lead right off the base.
2-1 pitch, swing and a miss by Drake Dobson, and the count even up at 2-2. Be a nice little boost for the Wildcats if they can get out of this without, after giving up the leadoff double and not getting any more runs in.
There'll be no question about it.
Wind blowing pretty good from left to right. Center Crappie checks the runner, comes plateward, line shot down at first, off the glove of first baseman Ash, and down the line.
Run.
That's going to score Goddard easily. Should have been an easy play for Ash. He couldn't come up with it, and the error allows to run the score, and the Purple Riders take a 1-0 lead.
That was a pretty hot shot down the right side of the infield there, and kind of, I don't know if he was expecting the ball to come up. It stayed down on a good surface. That's what it did, and it just went right through his legs.
Yeah, you got the grass, which slows it down some, and then maybe didn't get the hop off the grass into the dirt, he thought. So our first error of the ball game gives Martins Ferry a 1-0 lead. Chase Goff, the catcher, number 5 hitter, steps in. He fouled back to the screen right by the field mic extraordinaire. I went down to Myrtle Beach for 9 days, and I found Pepsi Mango and Pepsi Berry, and I bought every one of them I could in Walmart because I know they don't have it here because our Walmart gets so much such good stuff. There's a fastball in on the fist of Goff. He couldn't handle it, and it's 0-2.
So what you're saying is Myrtle Beach is now out of Mango Pepsi.
I even stopped yesterday morning on our way back 501 and bought some more. It's a curveball fouled at the plate. And it's just phenomenal. Up here we get the same old tire flavors, Pepsi, cherry Pepsi, all this stuff. But Pepsi Mango and Pepsi Berry are just outstanding. I bought, I think, 4 cases of mango and 3 cases of berry. I just emptied the shelves. Pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball, and Sacramento gets his 3rd strikeout, this time by swinging variety. For Martins Ferry in the first, 1 run on 1 hit. They strand 1 at the end of a half, 1-0 Purple Riders.
Meet Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is a high school basketball player, solid shooter, great teammate.
Hey, don't forget my tenacious D.
And he's my son.
Uh-huh.
So, what does Josh do to be the best basketball player he can be?
I play tennis.
Studies show that student athletes here in Ohio who play more than one high school sport are more likely to excel. Tennis does more than improve Josh's conditioning. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong. Hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play, and you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You get gas in the wrong pump.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Ohio, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who play high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
They called the police. He got out of there. Yeah. Welcome back, everyone, to the Division III Eastern District semifinals as Martins Ferry plates a run to the top half of the first inning, take a 1-0 lead as the Edison Wildcats come to bat. So you look back at that run, I mean, shouldn't have the run, but Center Crappie did a nice job, struck out the side, wrapped around the double in the error.
Yeah, the double and the error that cost them the run. But the one thing about that, in games like this, every run matters and every error matters and whatever else matters. But something Edison's going to have to crawl out of here in the first inning, early in this ball game.
By the way, good choice of music here in the press box. I like that variety. Good DJ, absolutely. Incredibly. Did you still DJ? Stopped it. Yeah. I never used to do that. The DJs I saw down at my hotel were just awful.
Leading off for Edison,
awful.
pitcher number 4.
All right, we begin the
Anthony
bottom half of the first inning.
Sinacropi.
Due up for the Wildcats. Anthony Sinacropi, number 4, the pitcher. He'll be followed by Conrad Gump, the catcher, number 18, and batting third and playing right field, number 14, Alec McBain. So the Wildcats down 1. Sparkling all-white uniforms today with the black lettering and numerals trimmed in gray. As on the mound is Dobson, big right-hander with a full beard, steps and fires. Fastball inside corner strike. Dobson looks like a man out there with that
with the beard.
With that attire.
Let's get the intimidation factor going on.
And the 0-1. Fastball down low and away for the Red Riders. Purple Riders, Ori's in left, Goddard in center, Hughes in right, Hanson at third, Probst at shortstop, Ward at first, Smith at first, Ward at second. His fastball sails outside 2-1. Your battery, Dobson and Goff. Third baseman Hanson expecting Sinacropi maybe to bunt the ball.
He's a speedy runner. I doubt that they'd.
2-1, sails inside, and Sinacropi had 3-1. I was watching girls NCAA tournament, softball a couple times when I'm just laying there hammered and just want to watch something simple because all they do is bunt. There's the ball 4, gets back to the fence. Sinacropi will take first base. He'll look back to see if he can go, and he can't, but he gets the walk to lead off the bottom of
Pitcher
first.
number 18, Conrad Gump.
These Conrads got an opportunity now if they decide to bunt. Hanson's down at third. I would bunt the ball towards first because there's nobody there because the first baseman Smith is holding.
Going to hold him on.
So Dobson from the stretch, first pitch. They do square at a bunt, and the ball sails outside for ball 1. Nice contingent on fans here from Richmond. I saw some people I know coming in. Ferry's got a pretty nice deal down here, probably about 30 people.
Yeah, it's a beautiful afternoon.
Not as hot and humid as it had been. He squares the bunt again and bunts it foul.
It's a key situation that you need to get the ball down. Advance the runner to second base, or maybe in the event of a pass ball, he gets by, and then you keep the bat in the batter's hands and let him swing away.
He steps off the mound, but he takes his foot off so he doesn't have to throw.
How are you, Coach? How much? How are you? Good. Pretty good.
From the stretch, Dobson, and they bunt it foul, and it hit the catcher. Took one to the body. They will shake that off, and that's a 1-2 count. Well, members of Martin's Ferry's coaching staff will come out.
Check him out.
Yeah. I mean,
make sure he's okay.
Make sure he's wearing a cup, for Pete's sake. So it's a 1-2 count on Conrad Gump. Alec McBain would be next. Long-time head coach Mike Colopy, joined by long-time assistant Jim Marcus. Son Nolan just graduated about a week or two ago. He was the quarterback on my flag football team when he was 10 years old. 1-2 pitch. Popped in the air toward right field. Hughes is coming on. Drifts back and makes the catch for out number 1.
Yep, Sinacropi retreats back to first.
Right fielder, number 14.
Just a lazy fly ball out.
Going to bring up lefty Alec McBain to the plate. 14, right fielder batting third. George Ash, the first baseman, would be next. We got all 4, or at least 4 of our local teams all playing today.
Right.
On different parts of the state here. Pitch, big curve, stays up high.
Try to get some scores. I'm not sure if
Steubenville's playing Maysville when we're at Harrison. Toronto's taking on the Highland Hawks in Minerva. And Steubenville Central's taking on Strasburg somewhere. Big swing and a miss at Claymont, right? We did a game at Claymont, didn't we? Maybe it was a football game.
We did a football game there.
Great water park there, by the way.
Claymont?
Yerksville.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. 1-1 pitch. This one's knifed into right field for a base hit. Coming quickly is Hughes. He'll throw to second base, but not nearly in time. And the Wildcats at first and second with 1 out here in the first.
We do have a score 3-0 Big Red at the end of 1 inning.
First baseman, number 20, George
Out of town
Ash.
scores courtesy of Steubenville Bakery and Peterson Financial.
Our game is being brought to you today by Thrifty Hertz Napa, AT&T on Sunset. Naval Spaghetti House as Dobson checks the runners. First and second and one out, and the pitch. Fisted foul by Ash. He had to turn his body out in order to take a swing there. And usually not a whole lot of good is going to happen.
Not that way.
Also, Apollo Restoration, Wintersville Trophy Shop, Transmart USA, M&M, True Value Hardware, Bird's Hot Dogs, the Testa Machine Company. From the stretch, fastball is in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Also by Spud's Parkview Inn, the Target Shop, National Colloid Company, Village Sleep Center by the IBEW Local 246, the Annabon Company, and the pitch. Hit in the air toward right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. It gets past for a second. Here comes the runner around third being sent home. There will be no play. He will score. It's a 1-1 ball game, and McBain heads over to third.
Again, just what we talked about in the top of that inning, the easy plays that you have to make. Misplayed a ball out there in right field, cost him a run.
The RBI by Ash kind of exonerates himself from the error in the first inning as he ties it up. And it's a 1-1 ball game, and Andrew Kinney will step in. Wildcats with runners on the corner. Back-to-back base hits have tied it up.
Actually, that score was courtesy of our colleague Billy Ellis.
Cool. He at the game?
I don't know.
Fastball fisted foul.
Can't forget him.
Oh, man, Jason Jenkins.
Turning the dials.
Engineer extraordinaire. What is it, though, like when you're learning under somebody?
He's an apprentice engineer extraordinaire.
This one's line drive. It's going to hit and fall in the shortstop hands. He will throw on the first. He got him there. A nice play behind the bag by the shortstop Probst to get the out.
Thought he was safe myself. Sure looked like it.
I'm surprised he got the ball.
Brennan Scott.
As Ash, well, he didn't have time to get Ash. Ash moves to second. The runner at third somehow
Never
still
moved.
standing there. Had to make sure it wouldn't get caught, but once it hit the ground, he should have been off and running because he's running that way.
There's no way that ball's going to be able to be thrown to home plate.
No way that guy's going to spink a 360 spin move. There's a high fastball up and tight to Brennan Scott, the designated hitter.
Looks like they're moving the outfielders in a little bit.
1-0 pitch, up high, 2-0. Dobson's just releasing high. Nice crowded contingent of people out there in the outfield, right field with their trucks and cars and standing along the fence. There's a fastball down low, and all of a sudden 3-0 count.
Dobson's digging himself a hole.
Ryan Higgs, the second baseman, would be next. Anybody down the left field line? A couple of guys. There's
a couple guys on the fence down there.
A couple walking out there.
Couple out there.
There's a pitch down low, ball 4. Second walk of the inning. That'll load him up with 2 downs for Ryan Higgs.
Second baseman, number 10, Ryan Higgs.
All the way down to the number 7 spot here in the bottom of the first inning.
Edison's just gotten some not super hard hit balls, but balls that have fallen into place and managed to load the bases here.
Curveball sails away to Higgs, 1-0.
Thank you.
Dobson in the delivery. The pitch fouled out a player with the right side. I want to give a shout out to Tina Marcus listening to the ball game today.
She said she was going to listen.
Yeah. Good people, the Marcus family. 1-1 pitch. Look out.
Buzz the tower.
Buzz the tower. That's
Is that your? That's the first one of the day.
Yeah. Next year, I'll come up with a different one, like incoming.
Gin music.
Yeah. 2-1 pitch gets away from the catcher Goff, and easily coming in to score is Alec McBain. Everybody else moves up, and it's a 2-1 Wildcat lead.
There's a lot of room here behind home plate. And once the ball gets away and the catcher's not on it quickly, it's pretty much you're sure to run once it gets past the catch. So there's a lot of room between home plate and the backstop.
The base hit here could maybe bring in a couple of more, second and third with 2 outs. And a 3-1 count to Higgs. Isaac Schmitz waits up next. 3-1 pitch. Down low, ball 4. Bases loaded again, and the third walk given up by Dobson. Time going to be called by Martins Ferry. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back after this.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Ohio, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who play high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic.
Isaac Schmitz will step in. Bases loaded. First pitch, fastball inside, and Dobson has a word with himself in his glove, and I'm sure he wasn't happy about that call. One to the corner, and Ferry's coaching staff said something to the ump, who said it inside. What are you going to do? The 1-0. That's in it for strikes, 1-1.
He could have thrown it somewhere in the zone to get the call.
3 walks and 2 hits. He has yet to strike anybody out. And the pitch, swing and a miss on a high inside fastball. Smith just couldn't catch up to that one.
I think
that's tempting.
That one was brought with a little bit of frustration, I believe.
That ball's tempting, but hard to lay off of that. A little bit of dust bunnies come flying through as the wind, as we mentioned, blowing from left to right.
He had his son that coached basketball, but I don't know.
Dobson into the wind and the 1-2. Hit on the ground towards second. Ward is there. Ward flips to second base, and they get the out on the force. But for Edison in the bottom half of the first inning, they put across 2 runs on 2 hits and a strand 3 at the end of 1, 2-1 Wildcats.
Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You've made the smart choice, the right choice. You're listening to the Sports Authority, Ohio Valley Sports Online. We appreciate you following us. Hit the follow button. And thanks again. So when your neighbor says, "Hey, neighbor, any idea where I can get my computer, cell phone, or tablet repaired?" Don't say, "I have no clue." Say, Cellular Solutions. Cellular Solutions is the Ohio Valley's most trusted cell phone, tablet, and computer repair store. They're locally owned and operated, matter of fact, for more than 10 years. And they're right in our backyard, right there for the tech support we all need. On Facebook, find them at Cellular Solutions Repairs and Accessories, or call 304-232-1470, or even better, take your cell phone, computer, or tablet that might need a repair or two to Cellular Solutions. They're right up from Sheets on National Road in Wheeling. Cellular Solutions, the solution for what you think there's no solution for.
Jameson and Aaliyah both agree. Nothing beats the Serta iComfort series from Village Sleep Center, your neighborhood destination for all things sleep.
Shop the Petrella Brothers, Village Sleep Center, Sunset Boulevard, Steubenville, where we take sleep seriously.
Your smile is one of the first things people notice about you. We're back.
Top half of the second inning. Leading it off is Logan Smith. And he takes a pitch outside for ball 1. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9. Smith, Cameron Hughes, Trevor Hansen, and Chase Ward. 2-1 Edison lead. Top half of the second inning. Pitch sails up high, 2-0.
Looked like a pretty good pitch there.
There's somebody standing right there by the mic.
I think so.
Next pitch is down low for ball 3.
Yeah. That'd be athletic director extraordinaire.
Joe?
Joe.
I was talking to Joe before the game. There's a pitch in for a strike. We were talking about our old friend Eddie Potenzini, who on May the 31st coming up will be gone 10 years.
It's hard to believe.
Passed away. Yeah, Joe had a special bond with him. There's a pitch knifed foul outside of first base. Logan Smith. And a 3-2 count. Down to third base, Kenny, a couple of steps behind the bag. Everybody at normal infield depth. They moved center fielder Schmitz to the left side of second base. There's a big gap down the right field line. Pitches down low, ball 4. So the first walk given up.
Number 9, Cameron.
That'll bring up Cameron Hughes, the right fielder, number 9. We have a 3-man umpiring crew today, as we mentioned. Sinacrapi looks and throws to first. Guy down to first, Smith, was almost caught napping. He took him a second to realize that the ball was coming. From the stretch and the pitch. Look out. Stays upside. The dimensions, 325 down the left field line. I would imagine pretty close down the right field line. Center field is 375. And the pitch. Fouled out of play right side. Oh, it's not me.
That one hit solid.
I guess now I have to, since I'm back home, I have to go see my nephew. There's a line drive over the head of Ash down the right field line. Moving over to third base is Smith. Here comes a throw into second base. Is not in time. In fact, there was nobody even on the bag.
Good job by the base runner to get to second base. He noticed that nobody was there and took a look at his coach, and his coach said, keep going because we don't have anybody.
Yeah,
second base.
Somebody would be there, but they were all in the infield. So second and third, nobody out. After the double by Cameron Hughes, that'll bring up Trevor Hansen.
I think that's a play that Ash would make. He's a tall first baseman down there and just over the top of his glove.
So Hansen steps in, the third baseman. Runners on second and third, nobody out. Here in the top of the second. The pitch big, swing and a miss.
Barnesville's throwing their ace today or not?
For Hansen, to be followed by Chase Warden and back to the top.
Number 2 pitchers hurt, so they don't have any pitching past number 1.
Wind on the off-speed pitch. You know who that sounds like down there? It's Richie Gualtier down there talking.
I don't think it is it?
Sounds just like him. Talking to Joe? Sounds like it. 1-1 pitch. Fastball chopped. Picked up by Sinacrapi. He throws on the run, and he gets the out there. Now they got a couple of runners hung up. They'll go to the second and tag him there, and he is out. Now here comes the throw to home, and not in time, and the run will score. We're tied, but Edison had an opportunity there for a triple play.
Triple play. I was going to say, if he gets the ball into home a little quicker.
Second baseman,
So
number 3, Chase Ward.
Smith comes in to score. And Hughes is retired. And a pitch is fouled out of play. So there's 2 outs and nobody on now for Chase Ward, and we're tied at 2 apiece.
Interesting way to manufacture runs, I can tell you that much.
Somebody burning popcorn? You know what that smell is? Or somebody cooking something? Oh, there's the hot dogs. I got to bust my grill out sometime this week. First, I got to clean it. Maybe I'll just burn all the rat fur out of it.
Oh, man.
0-2 pitch, fouled out of play. Look out.
I'm not coming over there anytime soon.
Neither am I. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Chase Ward, second baseman. Sinacrapi's pitch, off speed. Yeah, right on the corner. Strike 3. Whoop, there it is. As Ward goes down on strikeout victim number 4. 3 of them have been caught looking at the end of 1.5. We are tied at 2.
And if your teeth are stained and discolored, you may not be making a great first impression. That's where AP24 from New Skin can help. You don't need messy strips or costly trips to the dentist. All you need to do is brush twice a day to get results. To discover AP24 from New Skin for yourself, call 304-670-7120 today.
How about that Kentucky, or was it Preakness race where that horse just ran by itself? My man bit the dust right coming out of the gate, and the horse just said, I'll keep going.
What the Red Sox did.
The guy held him in the game.
He said the horse was acting a little
You should have bought the damn hot dog then.
Then the guy falls off. And there's nothing else to do. The horse, they just let it go. It went around twice. But it doesn't count. Even the horse.
I had 1.511.
I didn't bet that after I got two catch-ups. Thank you, dear.
We have the 2 best short order cooks in the valley working down there right now.
Well, as we head to the bottom half of the second inning, things we talked about during the break.
Leading off for
Can you
Edison.
imagine that horse
Left
winning?
fielder
dogs and
number
horse
8,
racing.
Riley
Yeah, imagine
Watson.
that horse winning the Preakness without having a jockey on it.
Nah, it wouldn't
I mean,
have
it
won.
should count. Well, it should count because the jockey weighs what, about 11 pounds. So it should have counted
Well, it
if he
can't
would have won.
count.
Oh, you're betting horses. You're not betting the jockey. First pitch down low to Isaac Schmitz, the center fielder. Wow, you better watch out. You might not get that service at home after this. And the 1-0, just high and tight to Riley Watson.
Yeah, Schmitz was the last batter in the last inning.
Mm-hmm. What did he do?
Schmitz?
There's a pitch. That's right on the force out. Thank you, Dave. So 2-1. The count now to Riley Watson. Pitch is down low, 3-1.
Bases loaded. Got double play. And I'm getting a W.
Into the wind and a 3-1. Ball 4 outside. Leadoff hitter aboard. That is walk number 4. Back to the top of the lineup.
Pitcher,
Anthony
number 4,
Sinacropi.
Anthony Sinacropi.
So how does that work with the game being played here today? Do they contact the state, contact you guys and say you want to host a game, or how does that work? You get it here. Okay. High fastball buzzes. Nice. There's a pitch in for a strike to Sinacropi 1-1. The first pitch buzzed the tower for ball 1. Up and at him.
It is.
I think probably Martin. I wonder if Martin's Ferry's coach told these umpires before the game, look, my guy will fake a lot to first. So don't. There's a pitch. This is a line drive down the right field line. That is extra bases.
A lot of
it
them.
rolls all the way to the fence. Coming around third base and scoring easily is Watson Sinacropi. The throw will come into second. He'll stay at third with a stand-up triple. And the Wildcats take a 3-2 lead.
That was an easy triple. That was ripped right over the right fielder's head, rolled to the fence, and talk about running on your horse. He was on his horse right there. Sinacropi jogs into third base.
The point I was trying to make about Dobson is that you have to have said something. Otherwise, a lot of umpires will jump the gun and call a balk. But he does step off the base before he does that.
2019, right? Used to put the thing on
This pitch is fouled out of play to Conrad Gump, who flied out in the first inning. So Sinacropi with a RBI triple, helping himself. Pitch popped up to the infield right side. Smith, first baseman, drifts into the grass, makes the catch for out number 1.
Sinacropi stays where he is at third base.
Right fielder, number 14, Alex McBain.
So that's going to bring up right fielder Alec McBain.
Singleton scored in the first. The lefty for the runner at third, and the pitch. Inside corner. Right one.
Just caught the inside corner, but it was a strike.
This one's fouled. Out of play, and it's 1.
Yeah, 1-1. 0-2.
0-2. That noise kind of threw me off.
Surprisingly, it didn't come from you.
Yeah. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He went across the plate to try to get that and maybe flick it out the left, but comes up empty. Strikeout. That is
First
first
baseman,
strikeout
number
given
20, George Ash.
I'll bring up George Ash. Singled in a run in the first. Don't want to strand that runner at third. We talk about guys getting stranded in the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a high fastball inside.
Oh, it was way inside, up tight, and that's the second time that Ash has almost had to turn his body completely out of the way to make contact.
Let it go. 0-1. There you go.
Same
Fisted
way.
it towards second base to Ward. Grabs it. Strong throw over. Did he pull him up? No, he held on just in time. Did Smith. He's pretty tall down at first base. But for the Wildcats in the second, 1 run on 1 hit. They strand a runner third as we go to the third inning. 3-2 Wildcats.
The crew at Ohio Valley Sports Online wants to thank our newest sponsor, Giannamore's Pizza. We appreciate their support and yours too. Interested in becoming an advertiser like Giannamore's? Go to Facebook and look for Ohio Valley Sports Online. Thanks, Giannamore's.
Serving the Ohio Valley for over 50 years, Lancia Healthcare is your choice for long-term care and various rehabilitation services. With locations in Steubenville and St. Clairsville, Lancia Healthcare is committed to your loved one's needs. At Lancia Healthcare, let our family take care of your family. Call 740-264-7101 to schedule your visit today.
Testa Machine Company, located in Sloven, PA, is one of the most efficient repair and manufacture machine shops in the Ohio Valley. They are your all-around solution partner for machine, fabricating, welding, and industrial repairs. They're very proud sponsors of all area teams, and their philosophy is to keep the customer needs as top priority. Testa Machine Company is a very successful business with over 80 years of experience. Check them out at testa-machine.com. Testa Machine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Got a sidewalk that needs replaced, or maybe your roof is leaking? How about some new windows? Who do you call? Fort Steuben Maintenance, that's who. Commercial or residential, they can handle most any project, big or small. They also do new construction and renovations. So get a free estimate by calling Fort Steuben Maintenance today and get them started on your next project. 740.
Half of the third inning. Curveball breaks in for a waist-high strike as we go back to the top of the order for Martins Ferry as Mason Goddard stepped in, scored her first run. Check the swing, it's 1-1. He had a double to lead off first. Any other local scores from our guys?
Just the still 3-0 score that I received earlier. Haven't seen anything else.
Next pitch, fastball. Wow, must have been a little bit outside.
Might want to give Jay Foster a text. He might know what's going on.
Yeah, you're right.
In the Toronto game.
Whoa,
There it is. Go ahead.
Oh,
That's yours.
Just buzzed the tower
There
big
we
time
go.
on that one. He had the duck under that one.
Not very far.
But I wonder if Edison will want it because
And a pitch. That's it for a strike, 3-2.
I said Edison could potentially keep playing that day. They win this one.
Who you getting from? Good.
Bigger's playing.
There's a high chopper in the hole. Shortstop makes the play. Boyd, but too long of a throw, beating it out for an infield single was Mason Goddard.
It was a good job by Boyd to keep the ball in the infield, but no way that he was going to get the runner at first.
Left fielder, number 23, Mason Horse.
All right, I'll keep us up to date on Toronto. There's a pitch in for a strike to Dason Horries, who was a strikeout victim in the first. Center crappie from the stretch. Nobody out. Runner at first and the delivery. Hit on the ground, sharply gobbled up at third. Throws on to second for one. They try to turn it. Not in time. That guy's fast.
A lot of speed on the bases.
That wasn't even close. So Goddard is retired 4-6. Or excuse me, 5-4. And the fielder's choice as Horries takes over at first base with one out. I'm interested to see if they send this guy because he was quick getting down that line.
Not a very big lead.
Jake Probst, left-hander, steps in the first pitch. in for a strike.
Got to give a shout out to our friends that are tuning in this afternoon or this early evening at Basil's Sports Bar in Weirton. They're checking us out on YouTube, so thank you for that. And
fastball sales outside. I
if you're in the area, stop in and go check them out.
Ate there like a week before I went to Myrtle Beach. It was my nephew's Nathan's 25th birthday, and we had a bunch of people over there. And Pete and Kathy and young Pete, it can't be nicer to you. And a pitch, swing and a miss, throw down to second base. He stole that on a pitcher because he got a huge jump. And with a stolen base is Dason Horries. It was swing and a miss. Count it 1-2. Timeout called. From the stretch, Sinacrapi with a 1-2 pitch, checks the runner, second and delivers. This one's hit foul over the left side.
That one is deep in the trees.
Big Red said 3-0 over Maysville, you said? Yeah, the pitch big, swing and a miss, strike 3. As Probst goes down on strikes for the second time, and as the 5th strikeout for
Number
Sinacrapi.
10, Drake Dobson.
Who they play, Maysville?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And they're going to walk intentionally Drake Dobson to put runners at first and second now with 2 outs.
Pitcher, number 5, Chase Goff.
You know, that's kind of that's a compliment, but in a way you hate it because nobody wants to take a walk.
Of course.
Unless you don't hit for very well.
Well, he'd probably be pitched to if he didn't hit very well.
That's true. Run a stretch and the pitch. This one's hit down the right field line and right grass for a base hit. One run's going to score easily as Horries. Second runner will go over to third, so it's an RBI single. The gamble does not pay off as Chase Goff gets an RBI.
Well, you have to sometimes you play by the numbers and it works, and sometimes it doesn't.
First baseman, number 13.
That time it didn't work.
Dobson goes over to third. Horries comes in to score. We're tied at 3. And that's going to bring up Logan Smith, who walked and scored back in the second inning. 1 run in each of the 3 innings for the Purple Riders. And the pitch, sliced foul.
Look out.
Stonewall Central said you was down 1-0.
1-0.
Playing who, Strasburg? Thank you. From the stretch, the pitch up high. Did he go? Throw right back to Sinacrapi. They try to catch him offline, and did they get him? No. Off at third.
Close.
Now they got the runner caught between first and second, and they don't throw it. Third baseman Kinney caught between a rock and a hard place, but I think he's far enough in on the grass he could get this guy going from first to second without this guy at third coming, because that's 90 feet away. Kinney's further into the grass, had a good angle on him, but he decided not to take the risk. So runners at second and third now.
Pretty interesting play.
Yeah. It's almost like Goff was daring him to throw. Teasing him. So an 0-2 count now to Smith. Sinacrapi needs to get him, and he does get him on a high fastball into the glove for strike 3. 6th strikeout for Sinacrapi. For Purple Riders, though, they score 1 run on 2 hits and a stranded pair at the end of 2.5. Tied up at 3.
Ohio Valley Sports Online would like to thank one of our great sponsors, Capital Recovery Systems. Capital Recovery Systems is home of the no-cost court collections program. Capital Recovery Systems is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Who do you call to rid your home of those dreaded uninvited guests? Well, if those guests are pests like bed bugs, ants, roaches, fleas, spiders, yuck, you gotta call JC Pest Control, 740-381-5928. If it's a pest, they can take care of it, especially those nasty bed bugs. JC Pest Control is available 24/7. They are licensed and insured, and they do residential and commercial work. Call them now to get rid of those uninvited pests. JC Pest Control, 740-381-5928. Sudden fire, storm, or water damage can leave you feeling helpless. A disaster does not have to disrupt your life or business. With Apollo Professional Cleaning and Restoration, you are assured the fastest response guaranteed, 24/7, 365, to any emergency. Apollo Restoration's trained and certified staff uses only state-of-the-art equipment to restore and safeguard your property. In the wake of disaster, think Apollo Restoration. Don't be fooled by the amateurs. You can expect the best from your community's restoration company. Apollo Restoration. Remember, 264-6400, 264-6400.
Look at this. We are surrounded by, this is like celebrity hour here.
Leading off for Edison, third baseman, number 17, Andrew Kinney.
He just opened up today, didn't he?
Yeah. Have to get that guy for a sponsor.
Baby boys.
Yeah, they just opened up over there at the old
in the bank.
Well, it was a bank, then it was a dairy
Pizza shop,
and then it became a pizza shop again, and it went under pizza and ice cream, and then now he's in there. So looked like a few cars were there. Pitch is up high, and it's 2-0, leading off the bottom half of the third inning. Andrew Kinney, Brennan Scott, and Ryan Higgs. 5, 6, 7 to up for the Wildcats. There's one's chopped foul outside of third. Aaron Kinney behind an account, or ahead of the count, actually, 2-1. Toronto's 0-0 in the bottom of the first. Don't forget, folks, you can watch today's game, can you?
You can. Live, YouTube. Check us out, Ohio Valley Sports Online. Our engineer extraordinaire, Dan, was down here earlier and got all of the setup done for the video. So you can check it out, Ohio Valley Sports Online on YouTube.
And if you missed Dan, he was here in his official AT&T shirt.
AT&T on Sunset shirt.
That one's fouled outside. First base still tied 2-2. Other sponsors tonight, the Ace Optical, P&L Tree Service, Windfall Fundraising, TS Electric, Capital Recovery, Rehab Plus on Sunset, JC Pest Control, Thomas Auto Centers. Curveball hit on the ground. Coming in as third baseman Hansen, gloves, throws on the run, got him.
Really good play by Hansen.
Seemed like it just all slowed down for him, you know?
It just he charged the baseball like they tell you to do. Made a good scoop and a good throw to first base.
So that'll bring up Brennan Scott, the number 6 hitter. He walked back in the first inning, advanced up to second base, and that was all further he got. Wind blowing stronger now from left
Whipping.
to right. First pitch in for a strike.
And don't forget, folks, if you want to get on board, you hear those great sponsors, you want to get on board for football, we're not far off. It's coming close. I know you don't like to talk about football now, but
there's a high pop-up down the right side giving chase as Smith runs out of room.
we still need sponsors. So
yeah,
if you're interested, shoot us a message on Facebook, and we can get back to you, or look us up or give us an email at Ohio Valley Sports Online at gmail.com. We can get our rates out to you and get you on board. Our words being heard all over the country and some parts of the world.
We had 45 sponsors during the football and basketball season. And that's not counting the ones who came on for like one game, which we appreciate that too. 45 pretty much full-time sponsors. It's pretty good.
Not bad.
The 0-2 pitch.
That was slapped into right field.
Yeah, and it's a foul ball. Just got a piece of it. I know the boys down at Spuds Park Viewing are tuned in down there today, in the manner of speaking.
No, that'd be tuned up. Tuned up and tuned in. How's that sound?
There you go. All right, the 0-2 count. Scott in the pitch, curveball, laced at third base. Oh, look
What
at
a
that.
play.
He made a catch without even looking at it. Strong throw over. His head was in left field. The glove bent down and made the catch. Look what I found, and I'll throw him out on top of that.
What a play.
Jeez.
A little backhand action. And as you mentioned, a very strong throw over to first base.
That'll bring up Ryan Higgs, who
Second
in the first
baseman,
inning
number
walked.
10, Ryan Higgs.
So now Dobson has settled down. Since early, he is now retired 4 straight. And he looks like he's found his groove, and it's a strike.
Yeah, he was a little rough and rusty there in the first inning or so, but he's settled down tremendously, and he's been helped by his defense,
Yep.
especially in this inning with Hansen making 2 plays.
Yeah. Hansen playing good down there at third base. So Ryan Higgs with a count at 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third. And the pitch, big curve, drops right in there, strike 2. Dobson's got them all working right now.
I thought the umpire. I thought he was going to think it was the third strike,
He's
and was
gotta-
just. I can't. I hope
He's
you
got to
know.
do a whoop. There it is. Swing and a miss. Strike. Oh, he didn't get to do it that time. So down on strikes goes Ryan Higgs. 3 up and 3 down for Ferry, or excuse me, for Edison. In the bottom of the third, we go to the fourth, all tied up at 3.
With over 25 years of security experience, Buckeye Security and Investigations LLC is who you need to turn to for all of your security needs, offering security guard services, private investigations, and low-cost cellular monitoring, along with state-of-the-art IP cameras and recorders with remote view applications. Buckeye Security and Investigations LLC can serve all of your security camera and access control needs. Buckeye Security Investigations LLC is a locally owned and operated company. Contact Buckeye Security and Investigations LLC at 740-264-5904 today.
The value that Ace Optical offered me was unbeatable. I got a great pair of glasses for the price I wanted to pay. All I had to do was bring in my prescription, and I got a great deal.
No matter what your style, at Ace Optical, we've got your look.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd rather sound like the devil than sound like.
Well, we're back.
Top of the fourth inning.
Right fielder, number 9, Cameron Hughes.
That's Cameron Hughes. It'll be 7-8-9 due up for the Purple Riders. Hughes, Hansen, and Ward. Sounds like a group of attorneys. As Hughes steps in, he doubled back in the second inning, and he got thrown out in a rundown. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Head was going to the left, batting the ball, or going to the right. It comes up empty. So 1-1
going in the same direction.
There's a bit right off of center Crappie. He picks it up, has time, throws on the first, and a long Ash is able to put his body out there and make it a catch for out number 1. It looked like he didn't know where it was at first.
It was interesting. I agree. I think that he wanted to make a play, and then he kind of got out of the way. He was a little confused about where that was coming or not.
Toronto scoreless. Catholic Central down 2-0 to Strasburg through 2 innings. Last we heard, Big Red was up 3-0 over Maysville.
I didn't get anything else. Not yet, anyway.
Pitch is down low in the dirt. Everybody cringed. Top of 4 now for the Crusader game. Down 2-0 in the fourth. Pitch sets in there. Well, I thought it was a strike, but apparently not.
Steubenville leads 9-0 after 3 innings.
There's a nubber, and it's a foul ball for Hansen. Catcher Gump able to get out there and get it right after it went foul.
Did you hear me?
No.
Big Red leads 9-0 after 3.
Jeez. Into the one, the 2-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. I tell you what, Hansen gets his money's worth on these swings, though. He's like a helicopter blade when he goes around.
If he connects.
Yeah. He
If he
gets his
connects,
money
who
worth.
knows what's going to happen?
There it is again. Strike three. They'll just reach and tag him out. And that is strikeout number 7 now.
Getting his money's worth. He made two good plays down there at third base, and he figured, why not take a few whacks at the plate?
Second baseman, number 3, Case Ward.
That's going to be an early game. There's a pitch swinging. Foul tipped into the glove by Chase Ward. He struck out to end the second inning. Kicks in the 0-1. Swing and a miss, tied him up on an inside curve. It's 0-2.
Sure did.
So both pitchers now seem to have a pretty good groove.
They do. They've kind of fit right into where they need to fit.
Martin's Ferry stranded 3 through 3 innings. Edison is stranded 4, 3 of those in the first inning.
Saw your gator pictures that you posted from your vacation. They found an alligator in Pittsburgh over the weekend.
Right? Somebody's pet?
No, they found it on the banks of the river.
Curveball, strike 3, swinging, strikeout number 8 for Martin's Ferry in the 4th. 3 up and 3 down as we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. 3-3 ball game.
Bert's Hot Dog Shop. Here's the who, what, where, when, and why about Bert's.
Where?
Route 18, just outside Burgettstown.
When?
When you want the very best hot dog you've ever tasted.
Why?
Because it's Bert's passion to create the best hot dog, to create fresh homemade chili sauce for your chili dog each and every day.
How?
Oh, that's simple. It's a foot long with or without chili. It's a hot dog with or without the fixins. It's how you love your hot dog. Bert knows. Bert knows how. Bert knows hot dogs. Route 18. See you there, dog. Don't you just love warm, moist, mouth-watering homemade bread? The taste, the smell, the overall deliciousness takes you back to Mom in the kitchen, doesn't it? Well, the folks at Steubenville Bakery are in their kitchen on Wednesdays and Fridays from 9 to 5, and they're open early on Sundays, too. You want the best tasting bread in town? Head downtown to the Steubenville Bakery.
At Softite Community Federal Credit Union, you are part of a family. Softite is special because they give members an opportunity to own the financial institution where they do their saving and borrowing. At Softite, they often charge less for loans and pay more for savings than other types of financial institutions. Softite is convenient. They're also a not-for-profit institution. All income, after meeting expenses and reserve needs, is distributed to you, the members, in the form of dividends on savings, competitive loan rates, and improved services. Softite.
First pitch here in the bottom half of the 4th inning to Isaac Schmitz is a strike on the inside corner. 3-3 ball game as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Jim Huggins, Ryan Olin, Jason Jenkins on the controls. Next pitch down low and inside.
Joined by the Indian Creek royalty, baseball royalty for sure.
Guys that took care of the field.
Also the field crew.
Did an outstanding job on this field today.
The dirt looks great.
Now this one's fisted overhead. Dobson's going to take a hop, and shortstop Probst has no play. He kind of hit like spun around in that grass, and by the time Probst got it, he didn't, it was really not much he could do with it.
Not a whole lot he could do. Dirt's great. The lines are perfect. Grass is the perfect height. This is a fantastic facility here. Bingo.
Left fielder, number 8, Riley Watson.
They played on this field back in 1977.
Don't forget we have our assistant back here. He's no longer the intern. He spent enough time with us now.
They squared a bunt, pop it up, and it'll hit foul on right side.
He's the official sign hanger.
D?
He's the sign hanger and taker downer.
He's like those guys when you see movie credits and it goes down there, cameraman, golfer. They call it gaffers, but that's really just a guy who goes around and gets stuff,
Hey, at least he's in the credits.
They squared a bunt again. Bunt it right back to Dobson. He looks, we'll only have one play. They better get back over to third base, and they do. And he's retired. Nice job by Watson as Schmitz goes down to second on a sacrifice.
He did a good job by Ward to cover second base.
So the Wildcats with the runner in scoring position, 1 out, top of the order, and Sinacroppy stepped in.
Or to cover first base, I should say. Ward came from his second base position to cover first.
Anthony on the mound, and he has walked and scored in the first, tripled in a run in the second, but was stranded there.
Is there a chance they put him on?
I don't think. 1 out. Back in the third, he got that triple. He was down there with nobody out, and they couldn't get him in. Pop out, strike out, and ground out.
Is this a guy that you might want to just put on base?
Slightly open, stands toward first. They set up on the outside part of the plate, and the pitch right there on the outside part of the plate, strike 1. I don't know who does the winner of this game play next. Pitch outside. Or are they playing Caldwell? Maybe. Is that who it is? Caldwell. I read it in the paper this morning. I should just rethink. I just got the article out and bring it, but that would have made sense.
You're still. Whoa! What a curveball!
I was in there for a strike, and it's 1-2.
That was a good one.
I'm still caught. I'm like in the medium between worlds. I'm just caught in the middle there. It's not back yet.
Purgatory.
Like purgatory.
You were in heaven. You haven't gotten back to hell, so you're right in the middle.
Did you guys spray the infield? Wind just blows it right through, don't it? Pitchman hit on the ground towards second. Schmitz is going over to third. They'll throw it. It's too high. So Sinacroppy safe at first. Schmitz daringly went to third, and he made it.
He waited. He hesitated a little bit. Got in front of Probst, who made the play. What do we got going on here?
Timeout being called, I think, by Mark.
Number 18, Conrad Gump.
Now he goes back out. They call play. Those plays that never work.
That's a double steal play.
I call that as an error. Because the throw is, he don't come out, jump after him off the bag. He's out. So, corners, nobody out. Check that one out. First pitch, buzzing the tower on the inside shoulder to
almost got him.
Conrad Gump. Edison coming into their good part of the order. Gump batting second. Alec McBain would be next. One out. 3-3 ball game and time called, and Sinacroppy was on his way to second base.
Who called timeout?
Better. Wow. Sinacroppy again gets out to a lead. I think he's going. And the pitch. Wow. Apparently down low for a ball tuna.
I don't know, but when I was at Harrison, we'd have him all the time. So he's got to be, somewhere west.
This pitch is hammered
in the gap.
In the gap for a base hit. Here comes one run easily. Sinacroppy's on his way to third. The throw comes into third. Cut off by the shortstop. Runner still on the corners. However, a run scores, and Edison leads it 4-3.
Yeah, was that Schmitz that came in to score? And hit
number 14,
right in the gap
McBain.
between left and center. Nobody was going to get it.
Gump with the RBI single. Meanwhile, Sinacroppy over to third. They've got one down. Runners on the corners for Alec McBain, who singled and scored in the first, struck out in the second inning. They lead it by one. Still opportunity for more. Dobson fires. This was lifted in the air towards center field. Goddard
run
coming in. He'll make the catch. Runner will tag. Here comes the throw. It's a strong throw, but it's over the head of both of them. And they'll keep the runner at first base and Gump on the overthrow. Meanwhile, Sinacroppy will score on the tag out. Tag out. They're going to peel down to third base. And he's safe. And the Martins Ferry coach came on. He's all the way out near here, and he goes down to his knees. He's still screaming. He's in dangerous territory here. Once you gave him the call, you gave him the reason, then you need to pull him back out of here.
I thought he was on the base the whole time.
Yeah, he's standing there watching the play. So George Ash will step in now. 5-3 Edison.
It's a pretty animated coach. Normally in baseball that you just kind of stay in the dugout.
You know who he reminds me of? The guy that's going to be taking over at Madonna next year. Our old friend Jeff Bear.
I've heard conflicting stories of that.
No, Jeff has told me it's a done deal. He's going.
Well, I know you mentioned that, but
pitch up high. Oh, it's a strike to George Ash.
Maybe not as a head coach.
A 1 count in the pitch. It's down low. It's 1-1. Ash has singled in a run and grounded out. Dobson from the stretch, way outside.
And this whole chain of events that's happened here in this inning has kind of got Dobson out of the rhythm that he was in.
Phone upside down. That pitch is in there for a strike.
A breaking pitch or some type of off-speed pitch.
After 2 innings, Toronto is still scoreless. Compliments of Jay Foster, our friend down there, one of our sponsors, Foster's Funeral Home. On the stretch, 2-2. This one's fisted back off the glove of Dobson, rolls up his arm, able to grab it, throw on the first for the out. And the inning is over. But for Edison in the 4th, they pick up a couple of runs on a couple of hits. An error, and they strand one at the end of 4 complete 5-3 Wildcats.
Ace Optical offers a great selection of designer frames. I was able to pick out the exact pair of glasses I wanted at a very reasonable price. All I had to do was bring in my prescription.
No matter what your style, at Ace Optical, we've got your look.
Talking today with my good friend, Dr. Robert Runkle, who happens to be a doctor of physical therapy. What separates, in my opinion, Rehab Plus from any other physical therapy facility is your aquatic pool. And correct me if I'm wrong, yours is the only one in the area.
That is correct. The Pittsburgh Steelers have the actual same pool that we use, and James Harrison did his rehab in it. What's unique about our pool is you're in it one-on-one. There's an underwater treadmill, and that works wonders for any type of lower extremity, low back rehab. Another thing that's very important with the aquatic therapy is the temperature of the pool. If it's too cold, it will aggravate symptoms such as arthritis. Too warm, and you're doing too much of a workout, patients can overheat. So we keep ours at what National Arthritis Foundation recommends, 94 degrees.
This may sound silly, but does a healthcare provider allow for access to that pool?
Most do.
Here's the phone number real quick, folks. It is 740-264-0772. Dr. Robert Runkle is a good friend, and I can guarantee he'll help you feel better. Give him a call, and this is from Rehab Plus on Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville.
This internet broadcast is being brought to you by the AT&T Wireless High-Speed Data Network. It's 4G LTE, the fastest data network. Soon, 5G. Home wireless data is also available. See us at AT&T on Sunset.
Top half of the 5th inning for Martins Ferry, down by a pair now, 5-3. Leading off top of the order, Goddard. First pitch, down low.
Sinacropi's still out there on the mound.
Curveball, big swing and a miss. There you go, Vic. I'm going to send you a picture, buddy. The next pitch overthrows that one down to dirt, 2-1. 5-3 Edison lead, top half of the 5th inning. Jim Huggins, Ryan Nolan, Jason Jenkins, and Big D and Bubba. There's a foul at the plate, even up at 2-2.
Big D and Bubba, that'd be a good show. Maybe he and I can take that on the road.
That is a radio show, Big D.
Never mind. It's already out.
All womp in the morning. It's awful.
Maybe we could make
Big text me to laugh out. I thought you were at Big Red. Into the wind and the 2-2. Fisted down the third base. That's a fair ball. Kenny down there was staying well off the bag and staying at first base as Goddard with the lefty up, and he just sliced it down there. And I think that's the second time that guy's done that. So maybe the next time up, they'll move a little bit closer to the line.
Yeah, that was knife right down the third base line.
Jason Horns.
From the stretch and the pitch, sails outside for a ball. So the leadoff hitter, Goddard's on 3 times, a double and 2 singles.
Left that one up a little bit and outside.
Nori steps in, struck out, scored in the 3rd. Pitches up high, 2-0. And a timeout call by Mike Colopy here. Quick visit out to the mound.
Let's say we talk about rhythm, and we saw in that last inning, how Dobson maybe just got a little bit out of his rhythm, and Sinacropi looks like he's just a bit out of his rhythm as he was, and he's gotten faster in his delivery this inning than he has in previous ones. So Mike probably just took a walk out there and told him to
calm him down,
settle it down.
So 2-0 count with a runner at first. Center crappie from the stretch. And the 2-0. Fouled off the bat, then off the mask of the catcher Gump, and it pops straight up in the air. You ever see that video? It's really cool. And this umpire wasn't calling pitches the way this team wanted to, so they told the catcher to step out of the way when the pitch came. It was a girls' softball, actually. And they threw it, and the umpire was expecting him to hit right in the Netherlands, right at Twig and Berries, and the guy went down hard. And they suspended the coach from the team who did that.
You say it's funny. You wouldn't want that to happen to you.
No, absolutely not. So 2-1 count. As Dason Ori struck out in the first, single, or actually he got on a fielder's choice in the second and scored. And they'll go over to first again. They're really worried about Goddard over there.
Well, he runs well. We saw that in the first inning when he hit the first one down the third base line.
Got some legs.
And ended up at second base.
Tell you the truth, he doesn't have that big of a lead, and they might be worrying about him too much. You're down 2.
He's out there a little more than he was.
Now he
just
comes
kind of
back.
Sneaks back.
Pitch hit on the ground towards short. Gobbled up there by Boyd. Over to Higgs on to first and not in time. And again, Goddard beats it out there, and Goddard gets on the fielder's choice.
Nice turn. Just couldn't get the runner at first base. Clean
Voorhees.
turn.
Yeah. Voorhees reaches on the fielder's choice. Goddard's retired 6-4 to get him off the base paths. So 1 on and 1 out for Jake Probst. He has struck out twice. Fouls this one out of play.
And that one is deep into the forest.
Last we heard, Big Red was up 9-0. Set Catholic Central down 2-0. And Toronto was, Who? Come on, Jay, keep me up to date here. Look, I'm going to text him and say, winning 2-0 now. Huh? Thanks for the update. One on 1 count. And the pitch. Fisted foul right at the plate.
I don't think he really wanted to offer it that one, but he had to, and he had no other choice but to get the bat on it.
So the Red Knights beating Highland. I think that's a 2-3 seed there. Next pitch foul out of play, left side again.
It's going to be in the bullpen or somewhere around there.
All of our local girls teams have been eliminated. There's a slow curve back to the screen. Just 4 boys teams left. Ferry, Steubenville Central, Toronto, and Edison.
Oh, Jay's doing the game on the high school radio.
Yeah. It's no excuse. I'm doing it, and I can keep him updated.
Tina said that she's watching the game, so
1 and 2 flicked out of play again.
But I hope we're keeping you entertained.
I think her daughter got some kind of teacher of the year or something, or some kind of award up in Columbus.
All the good ones come from Walsh. You do know that, right?
Walsh.
That's where she went.
Jesuit?
Walsh College.
Oh, Walsh College. One and 2. Sacramento checks the runner and plateward. Foul out of play again.
Spent 4 years at Walsh myself. Don't remember many of them. But it was fun.
Your wind's picking up.
Sure is. Sounds like a train rolling through.
I'm telling you. And the pitch is inside for a ball, and it's 2 and 2.
Wow. That was close.
from the wind and the 2-2. Outside corner, strike 3 called. Wow, the umpire gave an over-the-top fist punch out and then pulled it back like it was like a bow and arrow and shot him out again. That's embarrassing, huh? That's the third time Probst has gone down on strikes.
It's entertaining.
That is the 9th strikeout for Sinacroppy. So 2 down in the runner at first base. This guy, he gets his money's worth. Whatever they're paying him, he's making it happen. That's a ball outside. As Dobson steps in, the pitcher, he has reached twice on an error and a walk.
Kump did a pretty good job of trying to frame that one back and thought he was going to get the call. He held it there long enough.
1-0 pitch, sails outside. Top half of the 5th inning. At a 5-3 Wildcats lead.
It's been a good game so far.
From the stretch and a pitch. That's in there for a strike. 2-1. Wildcats, another great year. 20-6 on the season for my Coach Colopy and Coach Marcus. I don't know who the other coaches are down there. I don't know some of them. There's about 3 or 4 of them. 2-1 pitch. Slice foul right side. Look out.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
From the stretch and the 2-2. Swing and a miss in the dirt. They pick it up. Going to have to throw to first to get the out. They fire across, and he's out. So for Martins Ferry here in the top half of the 5th, no runs. On 1 hit, they strand 1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 5-3 Wildcat lead.
Transmart USA, transportation you can trust. Transmart is committed to providing non-emergency medical transportation to the elderly, disabled population, and the general public. Transmart has a fleet of vehicles that offer transportation to fit your specific needs, from passenger captain chairs to pet-friendly vehicles. Courier services are also a specialty. Have an important package that needs delivered? Call for dependable delivery service. Transmart USA is your one call for transportation or courier services. For more information, contact Transmart USA 866-693-6900. Transmart USA 866-693-6900.
When you need electrical work for your home or business, you need it done right the first time. The IBEW provides professional electrical contractors and tradesmen that undergo extensive training and apprenticeships to ensure the best service and safety for your electrical needs. Our quality jobs in the community fuel our economy with quality workmanship. We're your International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and we are trained to electrify.
Take your business to the next level. Contact the team of marketing professionals at M Media for a high-performance, customized marketing plan with proven results, utilizing traditional and digital advertising. M Media, advertising that works.
Well, we will head to the bottom half of the 5th inning with the Wildcats leading it 5-3. I want to thank some of our sponsors, Marcino Enterprises, Soft-Eyed Federal Credit Union, Spot Bar, J.E. Foster Funeral Home, Steve's Fish and Chips, Fort Steuben Maintenance, Thorne Enterprises, Tucker's Tavern, and Lancia Villarroyale. As we head now to the bottom half of the 5th inning, and Andrew Kinney will step in. He's grounded out twice, once to third, once to short.
Thompson gave up 2 runs in the last inning and has pitched pretty well.
Yeah.
It's just kind of been an up and down afternoon.
1-0 pitch on the corner for a strike. It's 1-1. Edison scored 2 runs last inning on just 2 hits. Stranded 1. There's a nice curveball, just dives right into the glove for strike 2.
Yep, very nice curveball. It's one of those pitches that looks really good, and then by the time it gets on top of you, it's just too much.
Next pitch, woo, a little outside. 2-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Dobson delivers in the dirt. Short arm, that one looked like he was trying to snap something off her, but Just didn't look good on the whole delivery. So it's Kinney, Scott, and Higgs, 6-5, 6-7 to up for the Wildcats this inning, holding on to a 2-run lead. And a delivery. Pop foul out of play.
Straight back over our heads. Did we lose the crown, Mike? Or the batteries die? And it's back.
You have it turned all the way up, Grace? Oh, my God. Yeah, I can hear people up there talking.
I got it.
3-2 the count to Kenny in the pitch. This line drive right at the third baseman. Hansen makes the catch, as he's made all day long.
I was going to say, Hansen, the last couple innings, has
Designated hitter
done some
number
yeoman's
22,
work down there.
Ferry.
That was in the air, so he caught it. And it's one out here for the Wildcats in the bottom of the fifth for Brennan Scott, who has walked and grounded out.
Backhands, line drives, slow rollers. Hansen's done it all.
First pitch. Look out. Above the head, the tower got buzzed again.
That's Major Tower buzzing.
You know where that's from?
What?
Top Gun.
Oh, yeah, Top Gun, for sure.
Guy comes there and makes that guy spill his coffee.
There's always the late night movies when you can't sleep.
1-0 pitch goes down and away. It's 2-0.
That happened to me a couple weeks ago. I wanted to go to bed relatively early. The Dark Knight Rises came on, and I was up till 3 in the morning.
It's a great movie. That pitch sails way outside. That was back in 2012, 7 years ago. That came out the same year as Prometheus, which is scary as hell.
I don't miss it. Anytime it's on, I try not to miss it.
I have a few of those movies, too. 3-0 pitch. Whew, wow. Ball 4.
Second baseman number 10.
Walk given up
Ryan
to.
Higgs.
That is walk number, 4. Walk number 5.
I have a runner.
One of my favorites is Doc Hollywood.
We have a
Michael
runner.
J. Fox. When they have, they're out on. This guy comes in. He's got a fish hook on his finger or mouth or something. So then he sees him out. He's walking his pig for a walk along the beach. And there's guys are out on the boat. And he's like, "Hey, make sure you keep an eye on them hooks." He goes, "We ain't using hooks today, Doc." And they said like bombs in the water, just blowing the fish out.
Who is the pinch runner? Number 3, I think.
3 or 5.
3 or 5.
Who's pinch runner for Edison? There's a ground ball to short. It's not going to matter. They'll erase him at second on the first, and the throw is not in time. So Ryan Higgs beats it out on a fielder's choice.
Blake did a good job slowing down the double play.
Center fielder number 11, Isaac Schmitz.
He's going to get home. His mom's not going to be very happy. He got into the game, pinch ran, got his uniform dirty. Now she's got to do laundry tonight.
He got to run 90 feet, though. That'll bring up Isaac Schmitz. He has singled and grounded out, scored a run. In fact, he scored the go-ahead run in the fourth. The pitch is up a little bit above the belt, ball 1.
Wow.
From the stretch. Pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Chase, you work tomorrow night? How about Friday? Pitch is down low. How about Church League tomorrow? Good? So, you and me. 2-1 count. And the pitch. Inside corner. Got it. Schmitz and it's 2-2. I have to leave from Church League tomorrow night and go wheeling, pick up my company vehicle and head to Charleston tomorrow night. Get there probably around 1 in the morning.
On the road again. You should have just stayed in Myrtle a couple days later.
Exhausted. The ball hit outside of first, foul.
Could have extended your trip to Tuesday and stopped on the way home.
Came through Charleston last night, got home around 9, and then have to go back tomorrow. Leave here, probably be around 10:30 or so by the time I get to Wheeling. So look out, inside, full count, and then for a meeting on Wednesday, stay overnight, and go to Beckley.
Oh, believe it or not.
Thursday morning.
Well, that's Ripley, believe it or not.
Yeah, Beckley. And 2 days of, this is it, 2 days of this.
Yes.
I'm going to be drinking a lot of pop. Might have to get myself paper cuts. Fastball sails outside for ball 4. Schmitz does a nice job of battling and getting the walk, which is walk number 6. And now a timeout going to be called. Are they going to keep him in now? This might be it for Dobson.
He looked like he wanted to hand his coach the ball.
Do they have anybody? Well, they might just be stalling unless they got somebody.
There's nobody down there throwing.
No, nobody warming up. Pretty intense guy.
He is.
That brings up Watson.
Left fielder, number 8.
Watson walked and scored in the first,
Watson.
grounded out in the fourth. So Edison now with 2 outs, 2 on. Higgs at second. And Schmitz at first. Dobson delivers. In there for a strike. I tell you I'm in predator mode.
I hear that.
Come on.
It just adds to the broadcast.
0-1 pitch. So it's up high. 3-0 Red Knights after 3. They're behind. I gave them the bigger. How about Catholic Central? Anything, Morty? Huh? Next pitch, curve sails away.
Edison beat Highland earlier. But I don't know how good those teams out there that they play on.
That pitch sails outside. Dobson's getting no love here.
He's getting a whole lot.
Wow.
The zone has shrunk considerably.
3-1. Watson with center crappie due up next. And that's a ball, too. So he gets a walk. So back-to-back walks. That is the 7th walk given up by Dobson.
And now it's time to Sinacroppy gets a chance to add some runs and help himself.
Pitcher, number
There's
4.
coach barking out instructions. So Sinacroppy has reached 3 times. He's walked, tripled, and reached on an error.
Walk, triple, single. Walk, triple, single.
Into the windup, Dobson's delivery. Fastball outside for ball 1. No room. Bases loaded, 2 down.
He called it a strike.
Did he really? Wow. It was way outside. It was way outside. Jeez. The 0-1 up high.
Well, better hold on.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet.
So 1-1 count. Edison can get a hit here. They give themselves some pretty good breathing room. Dobson from the stretch and a pitch. Swing and a miss on a down low fastball. Crappie's beating himself up about that one.
A little bit of impatience there. He was looking for something, probably a fastball, didn't adjust to the curveball, and
I think he was
got himself in a hole.
Only thing he would do with that is foul it off his ankle. Pitch sails up high. The count evens up at 2-2. Runners are not being held. Dobson delivers. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it for the Wildcats in the 5th. For Edison, no runs. On no hits, they strand 3 as we head to the 6th. They still lead at 5-3.
Take your business to the next level. Contact the team of marketing professionals at M Media for a high-performance, customized marketing plan with proven results, utilizing traditional and digital advertising. M Media, advertising that works.
We know what you want in a chainsaw. You want legendary performance, you want industry-leading ergonomics, and you want precision cutting that gets the job done quickly and safely. That's why we want you to try a Husqvarna chainsaw. With air injection, low vibration handles, and powerful X-Torque engines, Husqvarna chainsaws are trusted by professionals around the world. If you want to take down a tree or clear a forest, you'll want a Husqvarna chainsaw. It's what precision cutting is all about. Visit M&M True Value Hardware on Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville today.
So I'm talking with Randy Craig from Windfall Funding, and hey, the buzz is all around. I've been hearing a lot of good things about Windfall Funding. Randy, can you tell us what is Windfall Funding?
Sure, Dan. Windfall Funding is a general fundraising consulting company assisting organizations with capital campaigns and needs of all shapes and sizes.
So what types of businesses or organizations can benefit from your product?
Well, our typical client engagement begins with nonprofit organizations, including high schools, colleges, universities, churches, and even YMCA. But then our reach extends into the community shared with our nonprofit clients as we begin aligning corporate sponsors with causes they care about and can get behind.
Well, that sounds great. Is there any particular specialties to Windfall Funding as compared to any other like companies?
Our niche really lies within our patent pending program called our 33x3, and that allows corporate sponsors to support those local, regional, and national initiatives at levels they never realized possible without negatively impacting their operating budget.
Your solution for your fundraising needs. That's Windfall Funding. Go to windfallfunding.org. That is windfallfunding.org.
Inning. Catcher Chase Goff steps in for the Purple Riders. Edison leads 5-3. Sinacrapi still on the mound, left-hander. First two pitches from Sinacrapi are balls. This one's fouled back to the screen. 2 balls and a strike. Edison 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. Martins Ferry 3 runs, 5 hits, and an error. Crappie's delivery is outside for ball 3. The lefty winds and delivers, and this one's hit down the right field line, fading into foul territory and up against the fence. So full count, no outs, just to start the top of the 6th inning. Wildcats lead 5-3. Winding the pitch is outside for ball 4. So Chase Goff draws a walk. It's going to bring up first baseman Logan
First
Smith.
baseman, number 13, Logan Smith.
First pitch by Sinacrapi is a swinging strike. Goff gets a short lead off of first base. Checks first, Sinacrapi does, and this one's low and inside. Smith has to jump out of the way. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs. This pitch is in there for a strike. A few of the Martins Ferry faithful didn't like that one, as you can hear. Sinacrapi's delivery fouled out of play over the first base dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Logan Smith, first baseman, wearing number 13. Sinacrapi from the stretch checks first base, checks it again, and delivers. This one's hit off the handle and over the first base dugout toward the school in a few cars.
They got Highland tonight. Highland was pretty tough. I had them at Edison. Edison beat them, but man, was it a good
Sinacrapi. That's a strike, swinging strike, and that's going to be it for
that's got to be a little bit earlier.
Logan Smith.
Left fielder, number 9, Cameron Hughes.
You're making Coach D get all these foul balls? Wow. Okay. Well, they got Brad pitching.
And that is Sinacrapi's 11th strikeout of the evening. Cameron Hughes, right fielder. Now in the batter's box, his first pitch from Sinacrapi is a ball, and Sinacrapi's second delivery is inside and low for ball 2. Edison leads 5-3 here in the top of the 6th inning with 1 out. Chase Goff with a short lead off of first base, and Sinacrapi's delivery is in there for strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Wind blowing a little of the dust off the field. This one is a slow roller to second base. That's picked up by Higgs, and Higgs gets it on to Ash for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 20, Trevor Hansen.
And that's going to get Goff over to second base. So get 2 outs. 4-3 on that one, Jax.
4-3 for Hughes.
Yeah.
You're in the same inning here.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Gotta get out of there.
I can't. Hey, you can only give me so many responsibilities.
2 outs. Runner on second base. There's Hansen. At the plate with a 1-0 count. And it's down low. 2-0. 2-0 count.
Or 2-0. However
Pretty good down.
However you want to look at it.
Pretty good amount of people downstairs there.
Yeah.
I was 4th in line for the bathroom.
Selling tickets.
Yeah. Pitch is up high, ball 3. A runner at second, 2 down, 5-3 deficit for the Purple Riders. Came into today's ball game with a record of 14-12. And here's the pitch. Down low, ball 4.
Sinacrapi's a little frustrated.
Timeout by Mike Colopy. Talked to his lefty. So
we're going to make some changes.
Yeah. The timeout on the field, we'll take it with him. 5-3, Edison lead when we return after these messages.
This is Ohio Valley Sports Online, your worldwide connection to Ohio Valley sports. Listen anywhere in the world from any connected device, smartphone, tablets, iPads, and computers. Ohio Valley Sports Online brings you live game action from the guys with over 50 years in radio sports broadcasting. Hey, if you missed the game, no problem. You can listen later. Just visit our Facebook page and download our TuneIn radio app. This is Ohio Valley Sports Online, the sports authority. Check out the out-of-town scoreboard at ohiovalleysportsonline.com. Sponsored by Peterson Financial and Steubenville Bakery.
Marcino Enterprises is your complete auto and truck repair center. Marcino Enterprises also offers towing, tires, and vehicle undercoating. You can visit Marcino Enterprises at their new location across from the Winter Drive-In on 43 for 24/7 roadside assistance. Save this number in your phone right now, 740-282-8880. That's an easy number, 740-282-8880. Marcino Enterprises does it all: towing, tires, repair, and vehicle undercoating.
Welcome to today's game. This is Paul Keels, and you know how much I love broadcasting the podcast, but I also love high school sports. On behalf of the OHSAA, let's all do our part to set a good example and make this a fun and safe experience for the kids involved. I know this game means so much to the players, coaches, and fans, but high school sports are about much more than the wins and losses. They teach life lessons that will be with the players long after their playing days are over. Good luck to both teams, and remember to respect the game.
Now first base, Brennan Scott.
Okay. So, nickel package in for the Wildcats. Massive changes. As Ash just comes in right off the bat and establishes the fact that he's going to throw high and hard, and he buzzed the tower to
It was talking about it was right underneath his left elbow. I don't know how it didn't catch a piece of his shirt.
So Ward is at the plate now. 1-0 count. Swing and a miss. And the count even up at 1-1. So Ash is now on the mound. Trevor Woods is Noah Woods is at third. Kinney is at short, and Scott is at first. Sinacrapi moved to center field. So Boyd is the odd man out here.
And Schmitz moved to left.
Okay. So Watson is the odd man out here. Because Boyd wasn't batting anyways. All right. Into the wind, and the pitch popped up. And out of play behind us.
Right behind us.
So Sinacroppy's in center field. And she's pitching. Kenny's at shortstop. Scott's at first base. So Watson basically just went to the DH. Pitches up high.
Wow. Big breaking ball. Must have broken late because it sure looked like a pretty good pitch.
Okay. I think that's everybody. So it's a 3-2 count. 2 outs. First and second. Runner should be going. Wind. Oh, they fake. Oh, they got him caught at second base, and they're going to he got back in. Wow. It looked like he broke his ankles. He was trying to get back into second base.
Wow.
They had him. Nice job hustling, getting back there. It's Goff.
That was close.
And there's a pitch foul back to the screen. Four walks given up.
Coach says, I don't care if you stay on the bag. Don't get caught off.
3-2, 2 outs. Runners go. Inside corner, strike 3 called. As Ward down on strikes, that is strikeout number 12 for the Edison pitching staff. So for Martins Ferry in the 6th, no runs. On no hits, they strand 2 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Wildcats lead at 5-3.
Get your message heard by advertising with us, Ohio Valley Sports Online. Email us, ohiovalleysportsonline@gmail.com. Now is the time of year to clean your home, so call Apollo Pro Cleaning and Restoration today. It's a toll-free call, 866-276-1418. 866-276-1418. It's carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, oriental rugs, pet odors. It's all done by trained and certified staff, too. Get your home clean with Apollo Pro Cleaning and Restoration. Call now, 866-276-1418.
Have you ever had one of those days where you wake up, your car won't start, and you're leaving for a family vacation tomorrow? Now what? Monday morning, running late out the door, and see your car has been hit. You leave in 4 hours for that business trip. Now what? Your best friend's wedding is in 2 days, and your back seat looks like your child has been living there. Now what? Hertz Thrifty Car Rental and Detailing on Sunset Boulevard can solve these problems and keep you moving.
Bottom half of the 6th inning, Wildcats stranded triplet, or 2 guys in the 6th. Martins Ferry stranded 6 guys through 6th inning. Wildcats have stranded 8 guys through 5 as we begin the bottom half of inning number 6, and Conrad Gump swings and misses for strike 1. I want to give a big shout out to my family over in Kapolei, Hawaii. My cousin Rick, my Aunt Meme and Tom, my cousin Steve. There's a line drive. That's going to get into right field for a base hit. Chugging down to first base is Conrad Gump with a single, and he has reached twice out of 4 times.
A seeing eye single by Gump.
Right field, number 13.
Steve and them enjoying all that good weather down there. Miss going all those places down there. Koalina, Hanama Bay. I think I might try and make another trip across the pond.
Pinch runner number 12.
Pinch runner for Edison, number 12, Braden Sanders.
So Sanders in the pinch run. That'll bring up Alec McBain. McBain has singled, struck out, and got a sacrifice fly. So officially he's 1 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI. Up on the grass at third with Hanson, they fire away outside ball 1. Pitching rules, you can pitch 125 pitches, and then you have to come out of the game. Where's he at now? He's got 16 pitches left. Pitch, this one's ripped into right field. Hughes get turned around. That's over his head. That's going to bounce all the way near the wall. Heading over to third base is Gump. Will they wave him? They'll hold him there. It's a stand-up double for McBain and the Wildcats with 2 on and nobody out.
It's the second hard ball that we've seen hit to the fence in right field, and their outfielders don't play considerably deep. And once again, there was not a whole lot of chance for him to even make a play on that one.
That's the second time now that Hughes has been dusted down there, playing too short. So they'll bring the infield up on the grass now with runners at second and third, nobody out for George Ash, who has got an RBI single and a pair of groundouts. Ash is on the mound right now. Well, right now he's in the box, but he's on the mound for Edison. First pitch, fastball for a strike. Jeez. The wind still blowing strong from left to right in the pitch. Up high, 1-1.
So the number, as you mentioned, for Dobson is running out.
Yeah. 1-1 count into the wind and the offering. Off speed and knifes in there for a ball.
It knifed in there for a ball.
My gosh, that's right there. I mean, I'm right behind the plate. I mean, it doesn't go outside or inside unless it's down on the turf. Next pitch, like that one is, and goes back to the screen, and the runner is going to score easily as Gump comes around the score, and the Wildcats with a 6-3 lead on the wild pitch. Moving down over to third base is McBain. I wonder if Martin's Ferry's tracking their pitcher's pitches.
Well, I think he did because he told somebody to go and throw, but they don't have anybody down there throwing.
Nobody down there throwing, so it must be a position player to probably come in. So 3-1 the count with a runner at third, nobody out to Ash. And the offering. Down low, ball 4, and Dobson's just getting frustrated as heck out there. He's just looking like, come on, where's that at?
Let's go, keep pumping.
And they're going to have a timeout. They're going to take Dobson out of the ball game. So timeout on the field. We'll take it with him. 6-3. He's not happy. He just throws the ball to his coach and heads to another position. 6-3. Edison. Timeout. We'll be back.
Everhart Bow Funeral Home, where pre-planning ensures that your family won't have to worry about your loved one's final wishes or financial arrangements during this most difficult time. Everhart Bow Funeral Home, Wintersville, Richmond, and Burgolds.
Hello, this is Steve Davis from Steve's Fish and Chips, and when I'm not able to get to the games, I listen to it on Ohio Valley Sports Online.
Transmart USA, transportation you can trust. Transmart is committed to providing non-emergency medical transportation to the elderly, disabled population, and the general public. Transmart has a fleet of vehicles that offer transportation to fit your specific needs, from passenger captain chairs to pet-friendly vehicles. Courier services are also a specialty. Have an important package that needs delivered? Call for dependable delivery service. Transmart USA is your one call for transportation or courier services. For more information, contact Transmart USA 866-693-6900. Transmart USA 866-693-6900.
Want to become a sponsor of this online sports broadcast? It's easy. Look us up on Facebook under Ohio Valley Sports Online. Drop us a message right on our wall or shoot us an email. More bang for your buck. Why? Because it's not radio. It's an online internet sports broadcast with unlimited and endless potential for you. Why settle for less when you can advertise with the best? Ohio Valley Sports Online. So if you're like me and have your mom or dad in a nursing home, or if you're wondering about your future and your long-term care, I suggest you call attorney Trey Peterson. Your initial consultation with Trey is free. And what I liked about him is he spoke to me in terms I can understand. He made it sound simple. Trey.
Well, the new pitcher is Hansen as he moves over from third. Snedeker takes over at third. Dobson moves to right, and Hughes comes out of the ball game. And the first pitch is a ball to Kinney. Next pitch, foul back to the screen.
Ash takes off from first base.
Andrew Kinney is grounded out twice and lined out. So with nobody out and runners on the corners, In a 6-3 ball game, the Wildcats can bust this one open. This one's grounded back up into center field, base hit. 1 run will score. Ash is on his way to third base. Here comes the throw to third. It is in time. Actually, he should be safe. They tagged him up and around the stomach area, and his foot's already at the bag, but they call him out.
Yeah, I think it's probably a predetermined fact
that's
that
not. That's
you
BS.
see the ball get there and you're going to get the out call, but I think you're probably
First
right.
baseman number 22,
that's just
Brennan
terrible.
Scott.
He was tagged right around the letters.
Yeah, and if you're tagging him at the letters, where's the feet at?
Probably close to the base.
Yeah. So they throw him up. So it's 7-3 now with 1 out. Runner at first. This one's hit in the air toward right center field. Coming over is Goddard. He'll make the catch for the out. So 2 outs and a runner at first. 2 runs in the inning, 7-3. And that'll bring up Ryan Higgs, who has
Number
reached
10,
twice
Ryan
on a fielder's
Higgs.
choice and a walk, and he fanned. Edison's only struck out 3 times today, and Martins Ferry has struck out 12 times. Can't win, you don't put the ball in play.
No question about it. Both teams with 1 error. I mentioned those were early on, and both teams with 1 error apiece. It started the scoring off, really, for both teams.
This one's hit in a hole. Past the outstretched glove of Probst at second base and in the left field for a base hit. That'll allow Kinney to move over to second base. Higgs is aboard.
Yeah, even if shortstop Probst makes that play,
Center fielder number 11,
he's probably
Isaac
just going to eat it.
Schmitz.
So Isaac Schmitz.
Schmitz is grounded out, singled, scored, and reached on a walk. Now they have walked 8 players today of the Purple Riders. Schmitz inside for a ball. You're going to wait now, you know.
You're not sure what the call's going to
I'm
be.
sure, but yeah.
Well, yeah, nobody's sure.
From the stretch in the 1-0. Outside corner for a strike, 1-1.
Kind of looking forward to a called strike 3 again.
Really?
Yeah, just for see what's going to come up. Oh, man.
This one is a line drive, and coming in and making the catch in center fielder is Goddard. He covers a lot of ground, but for the Edison Wildcats in the 6th, 2 runs on 4 hits. They strand 1. At the end of 6, we'll go to the 7th, as Harry Carey would say, 7-3 Wildcats.
Your smile is one of the first things people notice about you. And if your teeth are stained and discolored, you may not be making a great first impression. That's where AP24 from New Skin can help. You don't need messy strips or costly trips to the dentist. All you need to do is brush twice a day to get results. To discover AP24 from New Skin for yourself, call 304-670-7120 today.
Jameson and Aaliyah both agree. Nothing beats the Serta iComfort series from Village Sleep Center, your neighborhood destination for all things sleep.
Shop the Petrola Brothers Village Sleep Center, Sunset Boulevard, Steubenville, where we take sleep seriously.
Serving the Ohio Valley for over 50 years, Lancia Healthcare is your choice for long-term care and various rehabilitation services. With locations in Steubenville and St. Clairsville, Lancia Healthcare is committed to your loved one's needs. At Lancia Healthcare, let our family take care of your family. Call 740-264-7101 to schedule your visit today.
There we go.
All right, we go to the 7th inning. Wildcats leading it 7-3.
Center fielder number 2,
Wind is
Mason
picked up
Goddard.
here at Booth Baseball Field in Mingo behind Hill School. It'll be top of the order. Goddard, Voorhees, and Probst. First pitch is in for a strike to Goddard. Wildcats with a 7-3 lead.
Bats have come alive late in the game.
Pitch tailed off, foul tip into the glove, and it's 0-2.
All right, you're done.
As Ash kicks and delivers. Foul out of play left side.
Deep in the woods again.
You don't want to go in there.
How do you know?
All kinds of stuff crawling around in there. This one's might foul again. They're out of baseballs. Goddard has doubled and scored, singled again. He's 3 for 3. Can't answer the phone, Robert. 1-2 count. Ash kicks and delivers. Foul. Boom, right back to the screen.
Straight back.
Right by us.
Didn't even flinch. That got back here slow enough. It's a non-flinching.
We had time to react.
It was a non-flinching situation.
And the 1-2 offering. Look out. Got away from him. We got a runner. We got one on the run. That's 2-2.
1-2.
Oh, I was looking at the at bat. 1-2 in the pitch. Foul out of play again. Toronto's up 3-0 after 6 complete in their ball game against Highland. So it'll be, if it holds on, it'll be Toronto taking on Strasburg. Been nice to see Catholic Central win and play Toronto again. A couple of local teams. 1-2 pitch. Fisted foul again. Goddard hanging in there. By the way, Cousin Steve, how about whenever you decide to come home, bring some of Aunt Mimi's noodles with you. 1-2 pitch. This one's over to shortstop's head into left center field for a base hit. So he battled, and he's 4 for 4 after that single, 3 singles and a double.
All to the left side of the infield.
And the leadoff hitter is on base. That'll bring up
Left
Jason
fielder number
Horry.
23, Jason Horry.
He is struck out, reached on a fielder's choice, and scored. And he reached base again in the 5th. High curveball stays. Oh, breaks down in for a strike.
High curveball stays high. Bigger at 113-3.
Wow. Swing and a miss. Badly at that one by Orries. So he's behind 0-2 in the count. Jake Probst would be next. Another curve hit on the ground toward third. Gobbled up there by Woods. Throws on the second for 1, and that's it.
Woods' throw was a little bit off the bag. Hicks couldn't do much with it other than just get the force at second base.
Jake Probst.
They had the leadoff hitter out of the way. 1 down. 7-3 Wildcats here in the 7th. Getting dark back here. Is rain supposed to come tonight?
I don't have any idea.
Me either. Can't watch the TV stations because they'll just tell you that's rain again. Rain Mageddon is on its way.
Again. Severe weather team.
Yeah. How about when it's sunny out? Is that severe weather team? 1-0 pitch. This one's hit on the ground. Coming over is Higgs, and he can't find the ball. Rolls off his arm. And moving over to third base is Goddard. Is Horries. And it'll be first and third with 1 out.
I thought that was Goddard. Oh, no, Goddard was forced
erased.
out. Yep. Yep.
Right
So
fielder number
Probst is
10,
aboard.
Drake Dobson.
First and third, 1 out. All right.
Got it all together.
We did the same thing that you did last night.
Oh, okay.
Swing and a miss on Dobson. I was a victim of my own circumstances. Here, I'll just color it all in and make it look pretty.
No scribbles.
Yeah. The 0-1 count, another big curve.
That's a strike.
Hit it for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Don't let it ruin your bat. Get smart. Go
Don't
right
wait for
field.
that. Better be swinging at anything now.
Yeah, it's already
0-2 pitch, another big curve, hammered toward third, gobbed up by Wood, steps on third for some reason, throws over to first and gets the out.
I don't think he stepped on third.
Yeah, he thought he was. I think must have thought there was a guy coming, but there wasn't anybody on first.
Well, it's good practice.
Not bad, bud. Not bad. We'll take it.
Catcher number 5, Chase Goff.
5-3 on the out.
Ferry's trying to manufacture a few runs here in the 7th.
7-4 ball game. As Orries comes around the score. This one's popped up right side. If it stays in play, and it's not. Out of play. So 7-4 ball game with the runner down at second base. That's Probst. Trying to keep it going on is Chase Goff, who has struck out, singled in a run, and walked. So we know we're going to have at least 2 teams advance and a real strong possibility of a third. Here's the pitch. Curve stays way up.
That one was severely high and inside.
Ash from the stretch. Pop foul.
Oh, straight up.
And it's out of play.
Wind's blowing. The wind just has something to do with that.
So Ash just needs to get one more out, one more strike. Ash from the stretch and delivers. Big curveball. Did they ask? We ask? Yes, he did not go. And it's 2-2.
Yes, it was kind of a delayed reaction.
It was real tempting.
In a game like this, maybe it is a little tempting. Twos are wild up there.
And a pitch, foul out of play again. Wildcats looking for victory number 21 on the season.
A lot of games.
Yeah. With the bad weather we've had, that's amazing to get that many games in.
Yeah.
2-2 the count. Ash with a runner at second. Kicks and delivers. Strike 3 called right down the pipe, and Goff just couldn't pull the trigger. He goes down on strikes. That is the 13th strikeout by Edison pitchers tonight. Edison wins it 7-4. They'll advance to the Eastern District in Division III in the finals. And we'll take a timeout. Back with your final stats after these words.
Now is the time of year to reward your young athlete for a job well done. At the Wintersville Trophy Shop, they have all you need for your special athlete. Trophies, plaques, and ribbons for every sport. The Wintersville Trophy Shop, 756 Main Street in Wintersville. Call 740-266-6905. Call today.
Be who you want to be at EGCC. Be who you want to be.
Be who you want to
at
be.
EGCC.
EGCC.
Be who you want to be.
Be who you want to
at
be.
EGCC.
EGCC. EGCC. EGCC. EGCC.
Be who you want to be.
Be who you want
at
to be.
EGCC.
EGCC.
So I'm talking with Randy Craig from Windfall Funding, and hey, the buzz is all around. I've been hearing a lot of good things about Windfall Funding. So what types of businesses or organizations can benefit from your product?
Well, our typical client engagement begins with nonprofit organizations, including high schools, colleges, universities, churches, and even YMCAs. But then our reach extends into the community shared with our nonprofit clients as we begin aligning corporate sponsors with causes they care about and can get behind.
Is there any particular specialties to Windfall Funding as compared to any other like companies?
Well, while Windfall assists with general fundraising, our niche really lies within our patent pending program that's called our 33x3. And that allows corporate sponsors to support those local, regional, and national initiatives at levels they never realized possible without negatively impacting their operating budget.
How do they get a start? What do they have to do?
Well, if you're a nonprofit looking to raise money for an upcoming campaign or your effort for fundraising for a large capital campaign installed, we can help.
Your solution for your fundraising needs. That's Windfall Funding. Go to windfallfunding.org. That is windfallfunding.org.
Welcome back, everyone, to Muth Field here in Mingo Junction, Ohio, behind Hill School. In the bottom of the 7th, Toronto leads Highland 4-0. Steubenville Big Red beats Maysville 13-3. Steubenville Catholic Central falls to Strasburg 3-0. And Edison wins 7-4. So 3 of our final 4 local teams are still in it and will play, I think probably sometime later this week. We'll keep you up to date on those games. For Martins Ferry tonight, they dropped with a record of 14-13. They had 4 runs, 6 hits, and 7 left on base. Their pitching staff combined for 3 strikeouts. For Edison tonight, they improved to 21-6, 7 runs, 9 hits, 10 men left on base, and they combined strikeouts for 13. So the Wildcats advance with a record of 21-6. Martins Ferry falls to a season-ending 14-3. We'll keep you up to date and what games we'll be covering coming up later this week. So that'll wrap it up here tonight from Muth Field in Mingo. We'll tell you that tonight's ball game has been brought to you by EGCC, Buckeye Security, Steubenville Bakery, Peterson Financial, Hauser Furniture, Animor's Pizza, New Skin, Cellular Solutions, Made Men Promotions, Smokies, Economy Lawn Care, Attorney Trey Peterson, Everhart Boat Funeral Home, Nancy at Villa Royale, by Tucker's Tavern, Thorn Enterprises, Fort Steuben Maintenance, Steve's Fish and Chips, by J.E. Foster Funeral Home, The Spot Bar, by Softeye Federal Credit Union, Marcino Enterprises, Thomas Auto Centers, by J.C. Pest Control, Rehab Plus on Sunset, Capital Recovery, by TS Electric, Windfall Fundraising, PNL Tree Services, Ace Optical, The Annabelle Company, by the IBEW Local 246, Village Sleep Center, National College Company, at the Target Shop, Spud's Parkview Inn, Tesla Machine Company, Bert's Hot Dogs, by M&M, True Value Hardware, Transmart USA, All Our Restoration, The Wintersville Trophy Shop, Naval Spaghetti House, Thrifty Herb Snapper, and Resorts AT&T on Sunset. Thanks to Jason Jenkins for returning to the house, Ryan Nolan, and Darius Nolan. Good luck and say goodnight. From Louisville to Bingo, Edison Clinton, 7-4. Have yourself a good week. Let you know what's going on later this week.